Hello, and welcome back to the Enterprise Joy podcast, enterprise strategies for leaders in under 5 minutes. I'm Vishal, your mover and shaker of decoding where your organization's speed really disappears. Yesterday, I set the theme orchestrating excellence across silos. Today, we begin with sort of the most uncomfortable but essential step, the diagnosis. Because before you can orchestrate, you need to hear where the music breaks down. And it usually breaks down at the same 2 points, the handoffs and the waits. Here's how it works. Pick one goal that truly matters to your business right now and map the journey your organizations currently take to reach that goal. It could be onboarding a client, rolling out a high risk change, or closing a big contract. Ensure that you map the work as it actually flows and not just the inputs and the outputs. One of the ways to do this would be service blueprinting. It's a well established method in design and operations. However, don't worry about the method so much, even whiteboarding will be just fine. Just ensure that you are able to capture every step in a journey that takes you closer to the goal. The activities, the handoffs, the loops, all of it to the best of your knowledge. This forces you to capture not only what the customer sees, but also the invisible backstage work that takes place to stitch it all together. If required, involve your team as well, who can help you with greater visibility. Now, once you have this outline, turn it into a value stream map. Think of this as a timeline of every activity and every cue along the way. Researchers Mike Rother and John Shook popularized this approach in Learning to See, and even decades later, it remains the simplest way to separate the doing from the waiting. For each step in your value stream, note down two things: how long the work actually takes, and how long it waits. Add them up, and you'll likely get a sobering picture: a handful of hours or days of true work hidden inside weeks of elapsed time. That's where the flow time efficiency comes in, the ratio of actual work to total lead time. In many service organizations, it's not unusual to find efficiency in single digits. And that's not even a people problem, it's a systems problem. And if you don't have perfect timestamps, that's okay. You can utilize queuing theory as your safety net. Little's law, which is one of the most cited formulas in operations research, shows that lead time equals the work in progress divided by the throughput. And you can use it to cross check your estimates and align all parties involved to look at the same data. What you will observe is that no matter how fast individuals push, too much work in the pipe slows everyone down. And if the question is why does it happen, evidence shows that as systems get close to full utilization, even small bursts of variability can cause delays to spike. That explains why teams often feel busier than ever, and yet the deliveries are slower. And then there are handoffs, the invisible tax on every cross silo journey. In healthcare, studies of handovers led to protocols like iPass, which cut communication errors dramatically. And the mechanism is universal. Every transition is a risk point for losing information or clarity. So in your map, count how many of those context switches exist. You may be in for a surprise. So here's what I want you to do today. Find where silos are getting created. First, map one end-to-end journey with your team. Second, write down the activities, the waits, and the handoffs. Third, calculate the flow time efficiency. And fourth, circle the two biggest waits or the most fragile handoffs. Remember that at this step, you are not aiming to fix any problem. You are only aiming for visibility. Even a rough map will uncover more truth that can be shared and aligned. And once you see the evidence, you can't unsee it. Tomorrow, we'll build on this diagnosis by talking about shared outcomes. We'll look at how to design scorecards that blend personal performance with collective goals. And if you do map your journey today and find a surprising bottleneck, I would love to hear from you. Write to me on podcast@enterprisejoy.com. That's all that we have for today. I'm Vishal, and this is the Enterprise Joy Podcast, Enterprise Strategies for Leaders in under 5 minutes. So go ahead and circle your bottlenecks today. I'll see you tomorrow.